Dragon Trail Seaside is back in sport mode, and this time in Daily Race C, which also means that the Chicane of Death is back. It's one of the most exciting sections of any track in Gran Turismo, and as usual, it claimed a few victims, and unfortunately, in my first race, I was one of them. So let us take a look at how my experience unfolded and just how incredible the racing here can be. Let's do it. I'm not sure what to expect out of this circuit. I don't even know where are the braking points and how to actually do this. Or... Whoa. No. Whoa. Phew. That was wild. What an opening of the race. I never expected that, honestly. Not from him, actually. Well, not from anyone here. I thought, you know what, everything is going to be super nice, clean, nothing is going to happen. Yeah. I don't want to overtake there because the dead chicane does not forgive. Well, nah, first time. I knew it. I knew something like that would happen. So yeah, the dead chicane did not forgive me. This was my first time driving through it, and this was actually my first race of the whole week, and it did not go well, but that didn't mean this race was over. I just kept on going, and by the way, this was a drop split because my safety rating was not in the best shape from the previous week. Still, I started to make up some ground. Early on, I gained a few places, and just as I was about to secure another overtake, the chicane showed up again. Then, I don't even know how I avoided that. And then, well, yeah, okay. And then, as you probably can tell, it was definitely not the greatest start of the race that I ever had. Yeah, it was absolutely awful when you think about it, and I just wanted to make up some ground. The whole situation was, well, it was far from ideal, but since it was my first race of the day, I should have expected something like that, especially on a track like this one. A couple of drivers ahead of me went into the pits to change their tires, and I decided to follow in the following lap, changing my tires as well. When I came back out of the pits, the car felt so much better. On the hard tire, you really need to be extra careful, far more than you would normally be on the mediums, and that was my main mistake. I should have thought about it a lot more, taken different lines, maybe potentially even different gears out of some turns, and well, of course, lifting to the dead chicane quite a lot and not trying to go flat out. Still, I managed to pull off another fairly easy overtake, and suddenly the chicane started to feel easier to handle. On the mediums, of course. It did not take too long before I actually started catching up the field ahead. And of course, in the process, I had a moment of my own. Just barely keeping the car on the road. And yes, I did lose a bit of time, but I did not ruin my race completely. And by lap 9, I finally caught the group up ahead, who have been hitting the barriers. And I was right on their tail. There he goes. Okay, yeah, another penalty. I think I'm going to use the radar. He probably has damage, so it might be better to just take a little bit wider line. Maybe follow the Viper here. Yeah. Go for it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Even P5 is right there. And he made a mistake now. That's gonna compromise his exit big time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not sure if I want to send it or not. And I never want to be this close to anyone before the dead chicane. It's going to hit it. Yeah, that's why. That's actually one of the reasons. Let's see. Send it. Keep it. Yeah. Might even defend now. No, can't defend against two cars. Brake extremely late, compromising my exit, but at least I kept my position. And this is one of the things I really don't like doing. Braking very late into the corner, but here it was necessary to hold my place. Actually, two of my places. And from there, I could even see 5th place right in front of me. And I wanted to catch him before the end of the race. So I went into full push mode and got really close in the final stages of the race. Yeah, I'm too close. Gotta get into space, but I think I got this one. Well, after all, it's going to be P5, but it's 20 seconds behind the lead. And after that race, I definitely wanted to improve. And the only way to do that was put more time into the qualifying and run a few more races. In this one, right in front of me was Lewis, one of the fastest players in the world at the time. And he was potentially, I think, even P3 in the world. So my strategy was to start on the hard tires, use them in the first stint, because you usually lose less time in the early stages. And then later switch to mediums when the car is lighter and you can really start pushing more. You can even extend the stint on the mediums because the car is lighter. What I did not realize was that Lewis was actually leading this race on mediums. And I just wasn't paying attention to that. I just thought he was insanely quick and just kept on pulling away from me. I just kept wondering, how could it be? How is it even possible that he's carrying so much speed out of some turns? But I thought, well, he's just quick. And I was just confused at that point. And I actually figured that he might have just been pushing. And I think at this moment kind of explained the whole situation for me. But then, well, even then, after a couple of laps, I found out what was the reality behind it. Oh yeah, I think he has damage. Well, I think this is the cost of pushing. He'll try to go for it. He's probably using different gear, probably in second. And I wish I had known how wrong I was. Lewis already had the penalty, but I wanted to catch him and refused to let go. I just wanted to stay as close as possible to him. And I thought, well, he's on the hards and he's pushing. And that's the reason why he crashed. And that's the reason why he got that penalty. And once he served the penalty, I knew I had to go for it. But instead of gaining time, I made a mistake and lost even more. Because that's just how it usually goes. And at that point, the Italian driver was right in front of me. So I kind of decided to work with him rather than just go for the overtake. I stayed in the slipstream to minimize time loss. And I think that actually put me in a much better position for the later stages of this race. And when it was time to pit, I finally switched to the mediums. And I thought the other guys would pit as well, but they didn't. They stayed out. And once I got out of the pits, I got stuck behind another Italian driver, and now I really started losing time. Hopefully I'm not going to lose too much time behind him. Oh. Look at the car. Look at the paint on it. Or should I say the lack of. I lost like a second. Oh man, I think I'm going to lose the Italian there. Bad call. I mean, not a bad call, just a bad situation. And instead of gaining an advantage, I lost that crucial second I needed to overtake and stay with the Italian up ahead. But that did not mean this race was over. I felt like I had a slightly better pace overall. So over the next couple of laps, I went flat out, like really pushing it to the limit, and I really tried to minimize my mistakes. And it actually started to pay off. Within a lap or two, I got into the slipstream range, which made me much quicker and helped me close the gap even faster. Then the realization hit me. Something that I just wasn't paying attention to at all. Wait a second, is Lewis on the hards now? I wasn't even paying attention to it. That's why he was so quick. I thought he had the pace to do it, but I thought like, okay, where is he getting that much speed from? Like, that was quick, but I wasn't even paying attention to that. Completely forgot about the strategy. So it looks like I'm the fastest person on the track right now. Oh, this is not going to be good. Well, it could be really good for me, actually. To defend this one now. And I think I got it. thought, like, what gear is he using? How is he so quick out of some turns? And now I see. They're going side by side there. Not a good place to go side by side in. And yeah, they will be, or maybe even 1 second apart. Let's see. 7/10. I mean, it's still not over. He still has better tires than I do. And after that, I really had to start pushing because the Italian behind me was on better tires and he also had the slipstream. And that gave him a big advantage, I gotta say. And on the next straight, he got extremely close, which meant I had to focus on defending my position as hard as possible. And that's exactly what I did. Ooh, and I think this is over. I think this is over, and he's got a penalty. And as soon as the Italian picked up the penalty, I knew it was over. And with just 1 lap left, everything I had done paid off. I still don't know how this turned into such a successful race. I had completely lost track of the strategies. Yet, after all of that trouble, I brought the car home in P1. And it was probably my best win of the entire day. I'll take it.